Are you ready to have another, well, few minutes, a little chat about pop music? Well, welcome along. You're in the right place. This is Adventures in Pop. This is episode bloomin' 20. And my name's Simon Jacobs. And if you're enjoying this, do subscribe and share it with your friends and all that kind of stuff, because it just makes life a little happier. And that's what we are all about. So yeah, look, you can see it's a nice day. It's not the middle of the night. It's actually quite warm today, and well, I like it. I like a bit of sunshine. Today, I'm continuing the series of picking up one or two of my songs that have never made it onto an album. Now, look, for the last couple of episodes, I've talked about songs that, for some reason, I made a video for them, didn't release them, on one of my albums, or as a single or anything like that, but just had a video, went out on YouTube. Now, I've got to the point now where I'm talking about an old song, and I've picked one specifically today, an old song that, was in quite good shape, but for some reason never went anywhere. So there's no video. It's just the song, and I want to explain why I picked on this one to have a chat about today, because it's a bit random, isn't it? Simon talks about stuff that isn't that good. I mean, that's a winner every time, isn't it? Thing is, I was having a look through my very large selection of kind of rejected songs, the not quite good enough ones, and I came across one that actually was just made me stop in my tracks, because I started to think about, the context with which I wrote it, and then what we know about now. And it makes me ask the question, and I don't know if you've ever had this: can you have a premonition in a song? Can you be writing a song and write about a future that you don't yet know about? Because that's possibly what I did here. Now look, let's be clear. I'm not going to claim any supernatural powers. I don't think I'm a clairvoyant or a mystic. And really, did I read the future? Probably not. But, it's kind of weird. And let me explain it. This is a song that I wrote 2 years ago, and I'm going to play little bits of it as we go along. So yeah, it's written 2 years ago, and it's called Summer's Here. Now, 2 years ago, obviously, we had not heard of COVID-19, just bear that one in mind. And this is a song that describes deserted streets, no kids going to school. It describes basically staying at home with a box set, watching television, and making sure you've got enough food. It is entirely describing a kind of lockdown situation, without realizing that that's what it is talking about. So that's kind of weird, isn't it? So 2 years ago, there I am writing a song called Summer's Here, and it starts off with the line, summer's here and the streets are empty. And at the very beginning, from the beginning, it's kind of a mournful song. I can tell in the way I've sung it, and obviously, I know what it's about because I wrote it, so I know what words are coming. So yeah, summer's here and the streets are empty. Let's go on from there. Let's give you a little bit of this. No stressed out mums or dads on the school run. I went outside. I swear I live in a ghost town. I'm wondering, where is everyone? And then I even go as far as to say, no cars wake me up in the morning. No sirens keep me awake at night. What else have I got here? Yes, I can't believe everyone's gone to the seaside. Am I the only living boy in sight? Little homage there to Simon and Garfunkel, the only living boy in New York. And I do remember thinking, oh yeah. So what was I thinking when I actually wrote this song? I mean, can I remember? And the answer for that is yes, I can actually. I can remember thinking it's at the height of summer, when we get to August in London, when we get to August, certainly in my neighbourhood here in West London, it does become deserted. Everyone is on holiday, and it is really strange sometimes. Everything goes quiet. The kids are not at school. There are no cars there are no cars parked along the street as you would normally have, or at least far fewer. And it is like the place is deserted. And it gets that kind of very slow August feeling where nothing really happens. Now, we haven't quite got to that, and I suspect this year maybe we won't. We have to wait till next year before we have a proper August of going away on holiday and all that kind of stuff. So that was the context with which I wrote Summer's Here. And yet, looking at it now, it looks like I've written it about lockdown in a time of COVID, and in a way it is, it means I can't really release it because it's just going to look like, everyone would listen to it now and go, oh God, not another blooming COVID song. Hey, let's have a listen. I'm going to have to put my headphones on for this, but let's have a listen to the first couple of verses together, if that's okay with you. As there's no video, you might as well, look at me looking at you, and then we'll pick up with a few more of the words and aspects of the song that are quite interesting. So have a listen. 2 years ago, I wrote Summer's Here. Let's have a look how it goes. It goes pretty much like this. Oh yeah, the sound of the sea. I got seagulls later.
Summer's here and the streets are empty.
Mournful.
No stressed out mums or dads on the school run. I went outside, I swear I live in a ghost town.
And that mournful saxophone, just trying to give an impression of loneliness, really, emptiness.
No cars wake me up in the morning. No sirens keep me awake at night. I can't believe everyone's gone to the seaside. Am I the only living boy inside? Summer's here.
Two voices coming in there. One voice to begin with, two voices.
Even the shops have all closed down. It's just me and all the suburban foxes. There's nobody else around.
Okay, let's just take a little pause there. Yes, just me and all the suburban foxes. That is, for people who don't know West London very well, or don't know London, or should I say, probably most British towns and cities now, we have such a large population of, urban, suburban foxes. They love living amongst us, and they're really good at it. So there are probably more foxes living within the, kind of the city centre boundary of the cities than there are out in the country. I met a fox the other day and it wasn't even scared of me, which is a bit weird because they're supposed to run away and this one didn't. So I thought maybe I had to run away. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there, but there are tons of foxes. So me and suburban foxes, that's perfectly normal. So a little bit more about this song. When we get to the chorus, I'm saying summer's here. It's simple. Summer's here. I should be dancing in the street. Now, obviously, I'm just twisting a little bit Martha Reeves and Vandellas, dancing in the street, where they are dancing in the street. I'm not dancing in the street. I should be dancing in the street. So clearly, I'm not. And then after the first chorus, there's a little bit more of Summer's Here and the Streets Are Empty. I'm watching box sets on my own. I've been up the road ringing on doorbells and absolutely nobody's home. No cars wake me up in the morning and sirens keep me awake at night. I've got food, enough to last me till Monday. Summer's here and I'll be all right. Summer's here, I should be dancing in the street. So it's pretty sad, isn't it? It's quite a sad song. And, I don't know if I've done that before. I don't know if I've written a song where it's all sort of, come true in a very strange, not particularly pleasant way. But I wonder if any of you have had that kind of experience of thinking, oh, I am having premonitions in my songs. I don't think I take that kind of thing that seriously. Otherwise, obviously, I'd be I'd be going up and down the country now, being a clairvoyant and speaking to the recently departed. And I don't think that's such a great idea, really. So there you got it. I'm going to play a little bit more of the chorus for you now, and then just introduce you to what's coming out soon. So we've got a chorus. Let's have a look. Let's just go back to this. Thank you. So here, summer's here. I should be dancing in the street.
Summer's here, I'm just like summer the first time.
Just like summer the first time. That's interesting. Summer the first time, I'm sure some of you know it, is a song by Bobby Goldsboro from the early 1970s. It's an absolutely iconic summer song, which rather like mine here. No, I'm not saying mine's iconic, but rather like mine here. It employs the sound of the sea crashing on the shore, and I've really gone to town with my sound effects of sea and seagulls. Isn't it amazing how the sound of seagulls is so rich and just puts you in a view of, you could just see it, can't you? You could just see the waves. Well, gosh, so that's very vivid. I don't often use sound effects, but I think when I do, well, I think when anybody does, they've got to be those kind of sound effects that are so iconic that it will give you that picture that the songwriter wants you to have. And certainly seagulls and the sea crashing, can't go wrong, can you? It's perfect. In terms of just giving you that picture of maybe a kind of a lonely summer beach. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. That was Summer's Here. As I say, never came out. Written a couple of years ago, and I just wanted to share that with you now. Obviously not a political song. I've been talking about political songs recently, and I think there will be more of those songs to come in future episodes. But I just wanted to share that slightly weird moment of discovering that I had written the future. I'll try not to do it again. So, look, coming up soon, next week, in fact, on Friday, I've got another new single coming out. Another, you say? Yes, another, I say. This is going to be my 5th single of 2021, and it's called World's Getting Better. So it's another one of these shamelessly, ridiculously optimistic songs. And I will talk a little bit more about that during the week, because I think it'll be time to, maybe later in the week, as we get towards it, I'll do what I've done before, which is to share a bit of the song, show you the new video, etc. And we'll do that just before it gets released. Now, look, I want to say one thing about it. This is really unprofessional. I really like this song, my one coming out next week. I mean, I know that I could come on here and just say, for every single that I release, I could say, look, really like this. And actually, obviously, I do like most of them, because, I mean, I wrote them. I'm not going to write something I don't like or put it out if I really don't like it. But this one I do really like. So I just want to tell you, because it means, for me, what does that mean? It means for me, it feels like there is a bit more at stake, because it's one that I really like. Have I said that enough now? Okay, let's leave it. Have a fantastic week wherever you are. I hope the weather is smiling at you. I hope wherever you are in the world, you are not having to stay home with horrible COVID restrictions, or if you are, for not for too long. We will get through this, I'm sure. Go get vaccinated if you're wondering about it. I've had both my vaccinations. Can you tell? No, me neither. It's fine. It's okay. All right, take it easy, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.